Fucking PlayStation. Can't fix your fucking shit, so when someone's streaming from your fucking bloody hardware, you can't just fucking keep the stream active.
Jacob, good to see you.
Thanks for the welcome back, not Fry. Yeah, no, bro, it's like, GG, Sony. Congratulations. Now this part will be shorter than the previous part, because I had to start a new part. So it wouldn't be a PlayStation stream without a crash every now and then. Yeah. While traveling through Forley, I took her to leisure. She said, it's strictly business. Such business was my pleasure. Thanks for redeeming that as a Arnie impression, Dr. Darling. Thank you. Must have been the wind sonar.
Marboard has the best deals in all of London!
Feuding with a neighbour? Show 'em how you feel with our train journey.
Should be going.
I'm off!
Ah, Jacob. Hello. The investigation of the Templar networks continues.
Young Cesare, I heard him say, could not be killed by man, so I tossed him through the air to see where he might land.
Thanks for redeeming that as a Bane impression, Dr. Darling. Very nice. That's true, Lizzie. Yeah, the game crashed, and Sony can't be fucked to fix their consoles so that if someone's streaming directly from it, it doesn't end the stream. It just pauses it.
Grand day, isn't it, my lord? Nice train. I love what you've done with it.
Careful with that blade, oh brother of mine. We need to do something about your outfit. What have you done now?
Jacob just stands there, exists. Evie, what have you done now?
What a bunch of knobheads they are.
Fat-headed blue
This
bottle.
is my territory.
You're exciting Mr. Stevens. It's his word against common law. Mr. Stevens is an honest businessman.
Mrs. Quinn said that.
10 guineas by tomorrow. I'll cut off your balls.
All right, yes, that's quite...
Stop that pilferer! Help! Someone!
Something seems a little off about him. I think I'll be leaving now.
God's sake! Someone gets the top before my very eyes and I can...
Doc Darling, it's your impression when? Oh, I don't know. I can't do one. That's... I'm not Roger Craig Smith. Doc Darling, or should you say Chris Redfield, or Crane, or Sonic, or Ruggiero Ferraro, or whatever his name is in Black Flag, the Italian diplomat.
I thought I'd stop by for a visit, my lord. Was this train an express or was it a local?
I'll never talk. Never.
Then what good are you two?
Good day to you, Jacob. There remains much to do.
And many unknowns on the horizon. Thank you, Anasune, for redeeming an Assassin's Creed quote. You'd like one from Syndicate? No worries at all, dude. Okay, so I've got one. Do you know, I think this map may be taking us to the Kenway mansion. Kenway? The pirate? Master assassin and pirate, yes. How much do you know about the Shroud of Eden? It's said to heal the sick. Popular myth is that it brings people back from the dead, but the assassin records say that's not true. I've never heard of one being in London. Do you really think Edward Kenway could have found one? He travelled extensively, so it's possible, but if he did, he kept it at a closely guarded secret. But if it's true, what a find it would be. Indeed, I'm eager to find out myself. It's surprising that you haven't already searched the Kenway house. Edward's son, Haytham, joined the Templars. When he died, the house passed on to Haytham's sister. And in all your time in London, you didn't go and have a look around? Weren't even a little curious? Truly, I didn't expect to find anything there. We've no way of knowing how many times the building's changed hands. I presumed Haytham would have had it stripped bare before he left. But if Miss Thorne thinks the shroud could still be there, if there's a vault, the Templars haven't found it yet. So, the Templars owned a house with assassin treasures stored in it, and never located them. We must be better at hiding things than they are. That's an exchange between Evie and Henry in the mission when you go into the Kenway mansion. Thanks for redeeming that, Anasune.
Ah, Jacob. Hello.
Surrender!
That's a creation of Shakespeare's intentions. Sir, I told... Spot an error in... Across...
That's true, Anasune. Enemies become suspicious seeing a dead body, especially when they saw them alive just a second before.
Jacob, good to see you.
Lizzie literally just had to refresh. Yeah, that's the other annoying thing too. When the game crashes and ends the stream automatically, is it makes the stream stop dead. But when I come back a few moments later, live again, it doesn't automatically load up for people.
Good day to you, Jacob.
Okay, so every single time now that I've gone back to the train hideout as Jacob, it's always been Henry there. So I think a similar thing has happened to what happened when I was playing as Evie, and every time I went back to the train as Evie, it kept on being the same character. So I'll just do another test, and if it's Henry again, what I'll move on to is testing some other stuff with the train hideout and getting dialogue, just to see if I can streamline some more stuff. Even though the stream ended automatically, um, I might take a break, because even though the stream just says I've been streaming for 20 minutes, add 5 hours on top of that before the stream crashed. Or the game crashed. Same difference, essentially, basically.
Jacob, good to see you.
Okay, so while I go and take a break, I'll go back to the menu just so that there's some music and stuff playing while I go and take the break. I'll make it a 10-minute break. Okay, I'll be right back in 10 minutes with more AC Syndicate. I'll probably be streaming for another 2 hours, I'd say. Alrighty then, back from my break. Going to be streaming for another hour and a half. Game crashed before, when I was about 5 hours, maybe 6 into my stream.
What the devil? Dead as a doornail. Oh no!
Soon be pushing up daisies, eh?
Up ya! Come on!
Hey Arctic,
Oh, my beauty.
how's your day going? Lizzie, you been planning your birthday in March? Oh, that's good. Only a few months away now. Won't take long for that to come around. Hey Lucinda, good morning. You saw the game crash. Otherwise, how's Syndicate going? Oh yeah, that was so annoying. It's going well though. Primarily I was just doing Train Hideout dialogue, different variables, all that kind of stuff. Even though I haven't actually done the cutscene that introduces the character of Ned, Ned randomly started actually appearing on the Train Hideout. So I embraced that and was getting any dialogue noted down so that I know that I've already covered it from that character. But before I went on my break, I reached a point where every time I kept on going back to the Train Hideout as Jacob, it was always Henry that was there as the associate character on the train. And I've gotten so much of his dialogue, so I took it as a sign of the game telling me, look, that's enough of going to the Train Hideout as the same character over and over and over again. So when I get back to the Train Hideout, I'm going to do some testing on stuff because I want to see if changing your outfit on the train in front of the character will trigger them to comment on it, or if you have to actually get off the train first and then do it. We're taking out his PlayStation Rage on the
think I'm
game.
in trouble now.
The blighters won't know what hit them.
What's all the
I need to get out of here.
How's things been going with you, Lucinda?
Is that a...
Anasune, you just smacked your Achilles tendon. Your foot got stuck on a wire. Oh, so you instinctively jerked it back but ended up whacking it against the metal frame of your bed. Fucking hurt. Oh man, that really does sound painful. That sucks that happened, Anasune. I hope you can get something to well, I mean, if you need anything that ointment or something, hopefully you've got something. Lucinda, oh, that's enough, Henry. That's it. You know, we've exhausted Henry. He's like, look, Jacob, you don't have to keep on coming back on the train so quickly. Flashing your wings, you flapping your wings, you bloody turkey. Listen, the things are going okay, just coasting this week. You're actually going to do your errands today since you're supposed to get more snow today. Yeah, it can be unfortunate too when weather forces your hand to have to do things earlier than you might have wanted to. Hopefully that it won't be too hectic or anything. Hey Arctic, I'm going pretty good, thanks. Been cataloging more dialogue stuff. How's things going with you? Let's see if Henry is still on the train. Holy
Hello,
shit.
Fry.
It's not Henry.
The twisty streets of London. I know everyone. Fallen on hard times, have you, Fry?
The funny thing is, I haven't actually triggered the cutscene that introduces Ned. So, so essentially, Ned is talking to the Fry twins as if they've known them for a while. Lucinda, you should have done that the previous weekend as well, since it was a possibility. Necro doesn't have any weekend jiu-jitsu classes all this month, so you can do that at least. Oh, that's good to know that you've got that ahead of time as well. That way you can plan around it too. Arctic, you're feeling really good today now that you've done 2 games that suck the life out of you. Well, that's good. Hopefully you can take a break from those 2 games and then get back into it if you still have stuff to do in it. But yeah, I can definitely understand that too as well when games do that. Okay, so that Ned dialogue we got is the same Ned dialogue that we've gotten for a while. I'll just get this dialogue from Evie based on just wanting to have a clean slate so that when I change Jacob's outfit to something else, potentially I can find out if doing so on the train in front of the character will actually just make the character say a comment.
A Gurkha knife, just like father's. Don't you have a nicer outfit than that? Sometimes I find life in this city rather hectic.
That is actually dialogue I haven't heard from Evie towards Jacob yet on the train. Interesting. Arctic, yeah, goes to Biotai on Lethal Plus. Now you'll do, like Lucinda said, just play it on Lethal Plus Plus. Ah, Lethal Plus Plus. Hell, why not just jump to Lethal Plus 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 Plus? That is good that you've done at least, one playthrough. That will give you hopefully a little bit of sort of like tactics and stuff that you could use. Understand. You wonder if leap of faiths are a skill or just luck. You wonder if the reason it's called a leap of faith is because the assassin has the faith that they have good luck this time. Yeah, understand. It's a good question, and primarily the idea behind the leap of faith is that you're putting your trust completely into the unknown, into something that could result in your death, and if it is, you're accepting that that could be your fate. So you're basically supposed to clear your mind of any fear and any doubt and simply just jump, And if you die, well, it's a leap of fail. But yeah, that's the whole idea with it as well. And it's a symbol of the assassin's faith that they're going to survive the leap, but without the fear that they might actually die as well. So it's sort of like embracing your fate kind of thing as well. I mean, in Assassin's Creed 1, there's certainly different contexts that can be applied to it. For example, Al Mualim in Assassin's Creed 1, when Robert de Sable attacks Masyaf, he has a plan for the assassins on the viewpoints to do a leap of faith, but make Robert de Sable think that he's ordering them to their death, you know. And so, in that context, it's to try and strike fear into an enemy, or to show that it doesn't matter what the enemy does or threatens, that the assassins are willing to die if necessary, and that they will even do so at the command of Al Mualim, you know. So it's a bit of a show of Al Mualim's power as the head of the assassins as well. But obviously, it's just a smokescreen to allow Altair to actually trigger the ambush that is also ready to be put upon the Templars as well. So it's one of those things where there are different contexts that can be applied to it, but primarily the whole reasoning behind it is, yeah, you're putting your faith in the jump, and you're getting rid of all fear of dying. Lucinda, do you think it would be relaxing to sleep on a train? You've never been on one? Oh, that's a good question. I've never traveled long enough on a train to need to have like the like bed pulled out and stuff. Um, but I mean, sometimes I find the armrests can be a bit uncomfortable. Arctic, yeah. Trains nowadays are relaxing, at least you think so, but it also depends on the train, of course. Yeah, and that's the thing too, like how bumpy the tracks are and the terrain and all that.
Good afternoon, Governor. That blade you're carrying could set a new fashion. We haven't tuppence in the coffers. I could do with a cuppa.
I takes pride in the carry me hat.
The hat what you're wearing?
I brush me hat every evening, don't I? Got me a good soft brush, and I brushes the crown ever so lightly. Just the job.
Why bother?
You go with the grain of the felt, see? Firm and gentle like. But you take care not to grasp it too tight, or you'll put a dent in the brim.
You take all this trouble with that shabby old hat you're wearing?
It may not be much, but it's the only one I got, ain't it? If a man don't take pride in his hat, Will, what's to become of him?
I suppose.
I understand, eh? Bed pulled out, there are beds on trains? Yeah, I think primarily, though, only in first class. But yeah, I've never actually been on a train long enough. Like, I've been in first class before, but it's not like a every time thing. But I'm pretty sure that they do have a fold out, like, bed or something like that.
Afternoon, Governor.
Afternoon, Governor. Good chap, eh? London, innit?
Soldier on.
Soldier on. Have a bit of cuppa, yeah.
Saved up some pelf, have you?
Yeah, I have. What of it? You want to spread some clatter around this fucking train? You fucking muppet. You fucking donut.
cranky, have ya?
Nah. Keep a sharp eye about the docks. You can always find an open pocket.
Listen, that's cool. Didn't know there was first class on trains. She knew there was for flying. You've flown a few times. Yeah, it can be quite good too because they have a lot more leg room for you as well. Um, like it's like you have compartments in the actual train car, so it's more than one person, but at least you've got a whole lot of leg room and stuff. Not cramped or anything like that. Arctic in it. You spat your coffee, did you? Oh no. I've definitely had that happen before. That's no worries, Arctic. See you when you get back. The only Rook dialogue that plays now is the dialogue from these two Rooks. The dialogue from this other Rook, I don't think is going to play anymore. And Ned doesn't have anything else to say, and also Evie. So this is where I'm going to actually change Jacob into a different outfit in the presence of a character, but because it'll be an outfit I haven't had Jacob wear yet, I'll also be reading about it. Just need to think on which one I want it to be. Alright, let's have a look at the creature's rags. My person was hideous and my stature gigantic. What did this mean? Who was I? What was I? Mary Shelley, Frankenstein, or the modern Prometheus? Decrease melee damage received by 10%, same with range damage, and increase kukri damage by 10%. Welcome back, Arctic. You were taking a zip right as you were British on us. Oh no. Taking a sip. Yeah, I've had that happen too before. Also with food as well. Okay, so this is actually an outfit that isn't affected by changing the color scheme. So there's no point going over these colors because they're not actually changing anything on the outfit. It might just look like it is, but that's just the graphic effect of the switch between one and the other. It's not actually changing that. So this is one of those outfits where you can't change the color of it. But that's all good. Alright, so with that test, we had already heard dialogue from Evie, and she had already said something about the outfit that Jacob had on, and she's not saying anything now that we have the new outfit. But that just at the moment tells me that if you've already exhausted the dialogue, that changing into the outfit afterwards, while you're still on the train, may not be doable as a way to make the process quicker. So what I'll do is just see what happens now that we're actually in front of Evie again, if I change the outfit and then go back into the game. And now to change back again. Okay, no. So that's testing it with Evie. Now let's test it with an associate character that appears on the train. Okay, no comment, but let us change back to this. Nope. Okay, so that doesn't work with associate characters. Let's test rooks now.
I'll bet half a crown.
Half a crown? Been on the monkey, have ya?
Nah. Keep a sharp eye about the docks. You can always find an open pocket.
Clever yob.
Not half so clever as my dad's. He pinched an old side of ham from a grocer, and the man never knew it.
Okay, no, doesn't affect that guy. Alright, so now what I want to test is getting off the train. And then wait a little bit. Anasune. For a second, you had a brain fart, so you forgot time zones existed. Oh, I see, Anasune. Yeah, I mean, that's totally fair. Listen, do you know you told yourself you wouldn't watch it, but figured it'd all be discussed in your stream anyway? Oh, is that like the Resident Evil stuff? Yeah, I know that Leon is in Resident Evil 9, but I haven't actually looked at any footage or anything. Arctic, you're going to go to a friend today, taking your VR with you, and you will get drunk while playing Resident Evil VR. Now that would definitely be something that would be fun. Also, seeing how the game reacts to a drunken player.
Please, in honor of my sacrifice for this. Your days are numbered. Revolution's coming, and you'll be first thing.
Hang what? The washing out? Need to be more specific. Is there like some kind of revolution related to cleaning linen?
You better not do that again.
Kiss your ass? Why? Is there a boo-boo on it? Arctic, it'll be chaos shortly. It'll be absolute chaos. Okay, now that I've waited a bit, let's fast travel back to the train and let's see if, when I've reset, so to speak, the characters on the train, let's see if changing the outfit in front of them will actually make them say something different.
Grand day, isn't it, my lord? I can scarce wait for the next amusement.
Alright, so that dialogue from Robert Topping was actually new, that I hadn't heard before, but it wasn't because I had changed the outfit though. If it was, he would have made some comment about the outfit change. Not as in, hey, I just noticed you changed your outfit instantly in front of me. How weird is that? Nothing like that, but comment on, like, that's a tattered outfit, Mr. Fry.
I hope you've sharpened that blade, Jacob. You're looking in fine fettle, Jacob.
Alright, so she says that in other outfits. Alright, so with those tests done, this is what I can gather. And what potentially could be a reason that is actually explaining it in a way where it's like, actually, no, this is why. Alright, so changing the outfit in front of the characters didn't make them have dialogue based on the fact that you have a new outfit and they would say something related to that is different than when they just say, you're looking fine fettle, Jacob, or if they say, that looks tattered, or something like that. So the other thing could be, maybe it's because this type of outfit, the one that I have Jacob wearing, because it's one of those outfits that you can't change the colors of it, that makes it a unique one compared to, say, the Swab outfit where I can change the colors, or simply Jacob where I can change the colors as well. So maybe there's no difference in outfit comments based on having this kind of outfit where you can't change the colors. So that might be a reason why. So to actually figure that out, I'm going to temporarily choose a different outfit that we can change the color of. See if we can with this one. I don't know. Maybe not. No, so that's another outfit that we can't do that with. Let me see. Mission reward, reach loyalty 2, mission reward, and that's a mission reward as well. Okay, so if I go and switch to simply Jacob again, we'll see if there's any comment that Evie makes.
We need to do something about your outfit.
Alright, so we've heard that dialogue before. Now, Let's switch to another outfit where we can change the colors and see what her reaction is to that. Alright, so there's no reaction. Okay. However, there was a reaction when we went from having an outfit where you can't change the colors to one where you can. So let's see if that's a constant. Alright, so that must mean then if you've already gone from an outfit where you can't change colors to one where you can, in the first instance in front of the character they will say something, but if you do the same thing twice, a second time they won't actually. Understand, you mean sometimes you drink coffee at midnight as well, but only ever when you're not going to be able to sleep anyway for whatever reason that may be. Oh yeah, dude, I definitely can understand too. You know, like you just know that you're gonna have a lot of hours up your sleeve the next day anyway, so you can afford to sleep in and stuff. Because you've contacted your friends about it and you found your dress. Honestly, you just want to get it planned out and set in stone already. And that's a great idea to do it, Lizzie, because then you can make sure that everything's organized, and that way there won't be any surprises where it's like, oh, sorry, this can't be done because someone else had already, been given that time slot, for example. So it's good to get everything sorted months in advance. Lucinda, okay, Rod, it's about time for you to go run your errands. You also have an extra few to do yourself today. Hope you have a great rest of your stream. Thank you very much, Lucinda. I definitely will for sure. I'll be ending the stream soonish. I'll probably just go for another hour, I think. But thank you for being here. I hope that everything goes well. Would definitely like to recommend people check out Lucinda's channel. Did a stream recently of Resident Evil 2 Remake. Is a big fan of that series. Also is doing a playthrough of Fallout New Vegas. A big fan of the Dishonored series as well. So definitely recommend checking out her content. Great streamer. Also has some really cool raccoon themed emotes as well. No problem at all, Lucinda, for the shout out. I hope that everything goes well. Hopefully it'll be a quick process too. Maxi, thank you very much for leaving the lurk. Really do appreciate it, dude. I definitely will have a good stream. I hope that things go well for you today. Would also definitely like to recommend people check out Maxi's channel. He's doing a playthrough of Watch Dogs 2. He's already played through Watch Dogs 1 recently. He did the main game content, but he also did the Bad Blood DLC as well. And so now he's working his way through Watch Dogs 2. He's played a little bit of Watch Dogs Legion in the past, but he will be revisiting it again in the future. He's also someone that comes up with a lot of really cool stream tools and ways to do things like automatic lurks to be left on channels that you like to follow, so that you can still give lurking support even if you're not actually going to be able to actively, jump on. It'll just automatically do it for you. He's a great streamer as well, so definitely recommend. And that's no worries at all for the shout out. No problem, Maxi. I hope that you have a good one, dude. Ciala, lurk Wi-Fi going alright? No trouble at all, Ciala. I hope everything goes well with that. Hope it gets sorted for you. It can be very annoying when Wi-Fi issues happen. I'm going to have Jacob go back to the Creature's Rags outfit. And now we're going to go to another character on the train. Now let's change into an outfit that we can change colours for to see if there's some dialogue from Robert Topping about it. No, okay. Go back to the Rags outfit and test one of the rooks.
Keep a sharp eye about the docks. Always finds an open pocket.
Clever yob.
Not half so clever as my dad.
Jacob, nice evening, eh?
Another day. Came into a few ducats, I see.
Alright, so that dialogue we've heard before. Now to switch to an outfit where we can change the colours in front of this rook and see if there's another comment about outfit.
I got the sads.
Well, that's dialogue I hadn't heard before, but it's not related to the outfit change.
One minute he's down the boozer, the next he's warming up his eternity box. I mean, would you Adam and Eve it?
Alright, already got that dialogue. Lizzie, you hate planning things, but you feel like if you don't have some amount of control, you'd hate that too. Oh yeah, Lizzie, that's definitely understandable as well. It's good to have the satisfaction of knowing that you've thought ahead of time for stuff, and you've been able to get things set in stone, so that way you know for sure that they're locked in, and then you can focus on the other things that you need to organize and things like that. And that way you're still being able to maintain control over what you're doing. Dumbledore, welcome on in. It's 6:11 a.m. for you, is it? Oh, interesting. It's about 11:13 p.m. here at the moment. Okay, so I've completed all the testing related to changing outfits in the presence of characters. So, changing from an outfit where you can't change the colors, like the creature's rags, for example, and then into an outfit where you can change the colors. The rooks don't comment based on that change, and the associate character on the train doesn't actually respond to that either. But Evie seemingly will actually respond. So to finalize the testing, though, I think I need to actually get off the train and then fast travel back and then see if it's a consistent thing where having Jacob in an outfit without colors possible to change and then switching to one that is in front of Evie will trigger a dialogue comment. So if that is the case, then I can use that as a way to test the outfits that can actually have their colors changed that I haven't actually worn yet in upcoming, streams of the game, which is what I need to figure out as well. Because then that way, that's a streamlined way of getting through it and then being able to potentially make it go and happen a little bit quicker as well. And the creature's rags being an outfit where you can't change the colors, it makes me wonder if maybe it is just the fact that this particular outfit is a quote-unquote special outfit, therefore it won't have any dialogue, triggers and all that kind of stuff. And as soon as I just noticed you've been following for 5 years, can sometimes be a bit of a shock, realizing how long ago some things were. It really can. Like, if you imagine going on a really, really long distance, trip, and you think about all the time you spent from when you started the trip to when you actually get to your destination, and then you think to yourself, what if straight away just went and took the return trip and had to experience the same amount of time all over again, back to back, and thinking about how time consuming that would be, and the fact that you had already come so far. It'd be like going that extra amount of time makes it feel like an even longer distance from when you first started the journey, even though you're traveling back to where you actually started the journey originally, but you're doing so not with a big block of time between arriving at your destination and then going back to where you started the trip from. And then you imagine that whole entire distance laid out before you and seeing it all trail off into the distance, and then it's like, that is a long fucking way. For me, time can feel like that sometimes, where it's like, imagine having to redo all of that all over again. And keeping the memory that you've already experienced that amount of time, then it would feel like a really, really long time has passed by. Hello there, Vegas.
You're quite a brother. Careful with that blade, oh brother of mine. Dressing down?
Alright, so going to Evie with the Creature's Rag outfit, which is an outfit where you can't actually change the color scheme of it, and then switching to an outfit where you can change the color scheme, it triggered Evie to make a comment about Jacob's outfit, but then changing into another outfit where you can change colors didn't trigger the comment about the outfit again. So what that means is I can use the Creature's Rag or any other outfit where I can't change the colors as the springboard to then switch to an outfit that I haven't had the character wear in front of the other to get the dialogue. So that'll be a quick way to trigger new dialogue based on outfit changes in the future. So what that means is that this outfit that I want Jacob to wear. I'm going to have him wear this for the rest of this stream and however long in the next stream. So now it's time to actually test this with Evie towards, test this with Jacob towards Evie. But first, before I do that, I just want to see if there's any dialogue from the associate character on the train that we haven't heard from them yet.
Good day to you, Jacob. I do so love doing research.
Alright, I just thought maybe Robert Topping doesn't have anything to say if Jacob switches from this outfit to another outfit, another one. Maybe Henry does though. So let's test that. Alright, that's interesting. Okay, so that doesn't work. But that's good to know anyway.
Settling into the night, Gov.
Yeah, what you wearing?
Another dreary day done, Governor.
Alright, so let's switch to this outfit.
Got a bit of bread and honey, have you?
Okay, so that is a comment that he has said without me changing outfit before. So I don't think that is a direct result of changing the outfit. Okay, so this is what this means moving forward. When it comes to being able to trigger multiple instances of Evie commenting on Jacob's outfit, when I'm covering outfits that I don't yet have access to, it's a quick way to get comments from Evie that I potentially haven't heard yet. Now need to test it the other way around while being Evie, which will also give me an opportunity to pick a different outfit, of course, for her and then read the info about it. Vegas just been lurking, watching movies and editing. That's really good, Vegas. I hope that's all going well. It's always good to have some things that are going on in the background that you can jump between too as well. Lizzie, luckily it's on a Monday next year, so the fear of your friends getting booked is minimal. That's a good idea too as well, Lizzie, you know. Because your friends would appreciate having the extra notice as well, because then they can sort of, you know, organize things too as well. I understand that you have a shitty memory, so for you, that'd just be 24/7 deja vu. Oh, really? Yeah. I mean, that'd be really, really strange to have to, like, having constant deja vu about stuff. Thank you for leaving the lurk, Vegas. Appreciate it.
This'll end poorly for you.
Alright, so let's go for the Bloofer Lady outfit. Her eyes blazed with unholy light, and her face became wreathed with a voluptuous smile. Oh God, how it made me shudder to see it. Bram Stoker, Dracula. Decrease melee damage received by 10%, the same for range damage, and increase kukri damage by 10%. So this is another outfit that we can't actually change the colors of. I'll just leave it on that screen for a little bit longer for the difference in the outfit. Lizzie, you never thought you'd have musicians as friends, honestly. That can be the surprising thing as well when that kind of stuff happens. But that's really cool, especially too if you enjoy music. It'd be good to have the ability to, you know, bounce ideas off of someone who's a musician, especially if you want something, you know, done for like your birthday as well or other events.
I'm delighted you agree. I've made a new mistake.
Honestly, it looks like if Lucy Thorne was an assassin. Oh yeah. Alternate universe where that would happen. But Emerald O'Hanrahan, who plays Lucy, I think she'd make a great Cecily Fry, who is actually the mother of Evie and Jacob. And it's not like you can't have an actor in the series play both an assassin and a Templar. But also, the other reason why, if they ever were to cast for some kind of, like, you know, content to have Evie and Jacob's parents in a story, I think she would be great as Cecily Fry, and Anthony Howell would be great as Ethan Fry. And the two of them have worked together on several projects as well, namely Alien Isolation as well as Call of Cthulhu. I mean, there's probably others as well, but they're the games that I've played that I know that they're both in. Okay, so let's fast travel to the train hideout and see if this outfit, which is one you can't change the colors for as well, just like the creature's rags was for Jacob, let's see if for Evie it's the same deal where simply wearing this kind of outfit will not get any outfit comments.
Solid oak cane.
Hello,
Good
Miss
for putting
Fry.
a bit of stick about. Ah, Evie.
I encourage you to
There
take
you
part
are.
in all the amusements that our city affords.
Oh yeah, understand. That's no trouble at all. Definitely understandable too. Tired as fuck. Well, that's an exaggeration, but still. Totally fair and understandable. I hope you get some good sleep. Thank you so much for being here and chatting as well. Hope you have a good rest of your evening.
Don't make me come up there and fetch ya.
Walk on, girl.
Alright, so there was no specific outfit related comments from Jacob with Evie wearing this outfit, which is one that you can't change the colors for. So now let's see if when we change to one where we can actually change the colors, if Jacob will respond to Evie with the change like she did for Jacob.
Just in passing, I think you should smarten up a bit.
Alright, cool. So that confirms that it's the same for when you're playing as Evie
Walk on, girl.
and Jacob is the one on the train.
When I get a chance, I'll see if I can't find you a nicer cloak.
Okay, so same with Ned. Alright, so they have a comment about that.
Good morning, dearie.
Hello, miss. Is it morning again?
That sounds different. Not related to outfit comment, but
Was always front row.
alright, so let's put Evie back into the bloofer lady outfit.
Third from the left. Prime spot that is.
Word to you! Bastards! Rich, greedy bastards!
Alrighty then, so let me have a look for a second. Okay, so I think I'd rather wait until we have at least another skill point before deciding to put it into any more skills. Let's check in encyclopedia stuff. Location, City of London. In this phase, at least, I'm not covering reading stuff about locations. Okay, now people. Okay, so we haven't actually officially met Ned as a character, but because we're so close to the point where we do, the game has probably just decided to spawn them in to the Train Hideout because they are an associate character who would be there anyway. And by extension, the database entry about Ned is available. However, I want to actually wait until we get the introductory cutscene of Ned before reading this. Zereth, Assassin's Creed, Nerdict. Sorry, I don't get it. Nerdicate? Ah, that's what you meant. Assassin's Creed Nerdicate instead of Syndicate. Nerdicate. Okay, I get it now, Zereth. Had to think for a moment there. I mean, that's if their introductory thing is available. Because it might not be, because hang on. I think that's related to when do a certain mission. I can't remember now when their actual activation point is. Well, in that case, what we'll do for now is we'll go to the Robert Topping activity so that we can get the cutscene where Evie and Jacob, well, I mean, Evie has already met Robert Topping, and there's a bit of a joke that Evie acts as if they haven't because she doesn't want really necessarily to be associated with with him based on their earlier encounter. Zerthal, there you go. There I go indeed. Finally got it. For the rest of the stream, I'll just focus on doing some cutscene stuff that shows both Evie and Jacob in the same cutscene. But maybe even do the Alexander Graham Bell mission that's available as well. Schematic. That's cool. Baron something's thingamajig. Refinery. It's all good. I'm sure I'll cover that at a later point. Zereth, also Resident Evil Requiem looks so good. Oh, that is great. The only thing I've seen is the initial trailer for it. But I know that Leon is in it. I've got a theory that one of the legacy characters will die.
Go away.
Think about what you're doing.
You've been running your mouth.
Fry some more stamp.
Steady on there.
Steady on there. Zereth, you saw the bit at the Game Awards. Oh, you did? Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I didn't watch that. I generally wait till whatever is revealed in games is finished, and then Google what was revealed, and then what I like the look of, I looked at the trailer for.
I thought your sermon was wonderful.
Right then, is this a thanks a man gets for defending his country? Come on.
So thank you for saving me, same NPC. Oh my god, there's a dead body. Exactly. It's like in Assassin's Creed 1, where you help the citizen who's been harassed, and they thank you very much for helping them, and blah 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 blah. And then, once the game registers that you've completed the activity, that very same person you saved looks around at the dead bodies and is like, who could have done this? Hello there, Dex. How's things going, dude? So this will reintroduce Evie to Robert Topping officially, even though we've had Evie on the train be spoken to by him. But this is the first time that Jacob's actually meeting Robert Topping, even though Evie denies that they had met before. They're going well, Dex? Excellent, that's good to hear. That's good. As for me, going well. The stream I started earlier, the game crashed, and since I'm streaming this from my PS5, it stopped the stream. So this stream is a restarted one, which will be shorter. In fact, I'll be ending the stream soon. Mr. Gote, so it turns out the 360 MU works really well with saving game progress too. You can save in game, it'll be there when you come back. Very nice. That is really good, Mr. Gote. That's great to hear. Thank you for leaving the lurk, Zereth. I hope you get some good sleep. Detroit becomes sleepy. Indeed. Dex, damn, you've had a heck of a couple of days, but sometimes it do be like that. Exactly, Dex. Yeah, that's the unfortunate thing about streaming directly from my PlayStation 5 versus the Xbox. With the Xbox, if the game crashes, the stream keeps going. Mr. Gote, you're up to Blue Wristband in Forza. Oh, very nice. That's good. Hope you're enjoying it.
No, it wasn't me, not guilty. Beg your pardon. You're the one.
I assure you we've never met.
Is this a prize fighting ring?
You bet your eyes and ears it is, my lord. Milady. The name's Robert Topping. Best bookie in all of London at your disposal. Well, second best, but my mum says Don's a bit of a nincompoop. Anyhow, I can show you a vast array of exciting things. From prize fights to carriage races.
I think we can afford to spend a little time here.
You there! Think you can challenge a couple of brutes and climb your way to the top?
It's so funny because Robert Topping has already been spawning in on the Train Hideout and has already spoken to Evie and Jacob. But the way they program it is that becomes possible even if you haven't triggered that cutscene yet that we just saw. But now that we've officially had the character introduced, to Jacob at least, he was already introduced to Evie at the start of the game, that means that that's that. Oh. And it also means that we've unlocked the fight clubs, and I'm gonna cover the dialogue in those too, but not in this stream. I'm all dialogued out, to be honest, in terms of like getting really intricate stuff. Let me see. So, may as well sync this viewpoint. I'm not going to progress the main story before ending the stream. But what I might do is the Alexander Graham Bell mission that's available.
You can't get away with that!
I've got no idea what you mean. I didn't think we'd get George killed. What?
The story so far. With their targets out of the way, brother and sister met to regroup. Jacob's target planted a seed, the desire to take on Starrick's London network and destroy it. Evie's target revealed a cryptic tale of a piece of Eden. Both Frys snuck onto a train bound for London. Evie after the piece of Eden and a liberated London. Jacob after Templars and glory. So that's just recapping the overall previous thing that we've done in the overall story. Now I'm going to jump back into the main story, just temporarily though, to do this Alexander Graham Bell mission. Before I jump into it though, I want to get the IMDb for the actor who plays it so I can post that in Twitch chat. Alright, so that's prepped. Let's trigger the cutscene. Sequence 3, Freedom of the Press. The twins take a broken device to a close associate of Henry's to be repaired.
Oh, blast them.
Alec, whatever is the matter?
I have been intercepting nothing but poppycock propaganda about soothing syrup and whatnot. No, I swear to high heavens, if Starrick's monopoly continues...
Alec, I beg your pardon. These are friends of mine. Evie Fry and her brother, Jacob.
Oh, Alexander Graham Bell.
Linguist, inventor, and technical expert. Alec, I have something of a favor to ask you.
Can you fix this?
Oh, looks like the casing is cracked. Oh, comes apart. I see. Could have used one of these to fit my fuses on top of Big Ben.
Alec is installing a new telegraph line for our Free Press Association.
To combat the Starrick Telegraph Company. Now, if I can mend the fuses connecting independent lines from Big Ben, Starrick will be weakened. Only we are somewhat at a handicap. And... there. Oh, I've removed the mechanism so it may work with your bracer.
I'll put it to use immediately.
Jacob, wait. Mr. Bell, allow me to help you with your fuses.
Oh, you will not find me too proud to accept Miss Fry. Oh, we can use my carriage if you'd be so good as to hold the reins, though.
I'll take that.
I can help you. Oh, Miss Fry, I am so glad you could assist me. You really ought to be here by now. I say, I hope you understood I meant today. If she can't find a way here, how the dickens is she gonna fix the damn fuses? Oh, confound it. I should have given her a compass. I'll give you another 5 minutes, and after that, I shall simply continue to wait. Surely I'm not alone in realizing the importance of haste? You really ought to be here by now. I say, I hope you understood I meant today. If she can't find a way here, how the dickens is she gonna fix the damn fuses?
Alright, so I want to get dialogue like this into the playthrough as well. So there will be times where, when I can, sometimes there'll be missions where there's like a time limit to get things done. But when I can, I'm going to hang back and wait for all dialogue that is happening from main characters in the mission until it either keeps looping, like it has done already with Alexander Graham Bell, for example, or until it just stops completely and there's no more dialogue coming from the character. So since we've done that with Alexander Graham Bell for this initial part of the mission and the dialogue is looping, I'm now going to actually get on the carriage and try to get all the dialogue as possible as I can throughout the entire mission.
Oh, confound it. I should have given her a compass. I'll give you another...
So, Mr. Bell, what inventions are you concocting?
I intend to develop a phonetic telegraph that does
Here now.
not just convey dots and dashes, Miss Fry, but the human voice.
Phonetic telegraph? Sounds a bit of a mouthful. You could just call it a telephone.
Telephone? How bizarre. Anyway, as I was saying earlier, the press has become entirely dependent on the Starrick Telegraph Company.
Which is why Mr. Green has asked you to set up a free line.
Yes, What is more, other small independent companies have had their lines sabotaged, and they have little means of finding any broken fuses, which are...
To be found on top of Big Ben.
Correct, especially as one needs a special government pass to get through the guards.
They will not be a problem. I'll repair the fuses.
What's going on over there?
Walk on, my beauty.
Whoa there!
That's it, girl.
Zereth, you're getting the voices for when you crash. Do you mean during missions from the actual character that I'm with, or do you mean NPCs by crashing into them? Because if you mean NPCs by crashing into them, then that's not something I would do. Because that would fall under what I was initially doing in the first stream, but decided to not do for the rest of the playthrough, which was cover all the different contexts for NPCs, dialogue. Zereth, NPC stuff you're with, like Bell. Oh, okay, that for sure. Yeah, I never actually thought about that. I guess it depends. Well, let's see if I can still trigger some dialogue based on that.
Up ya! Come on!
Come on! Faster! Come on!
This is your last bout. Enjoy.
Faster!
Take that! Move it! I'm gonna smash ya! Send the bastard into oblivion! Stop the feet!
The way that guy flew in the air, holy shit. So it would seem, Zereth, that all that Alexander Graham Bell does when we're crashing and stuff is like, ow, no actual dialogue.
What could that be? What's going on now?
There's a dead body here.
The dead body here. How'd that happen, I wonder? Yeah, extreme. Wasn't expecting that. That was just so funny.
This is awful. Someone's been slain.
Lovely view.
Zereth, remember when you had a carriage fly at your wrestling style? Oh, I don't really remember Zereth because there's been a lot of instances over the years in this game where some of that kind of stuff has probably happened.
All set.
Copperton, how was the situation in Australia in this industrial era? Oh, that's a good question. I mean, there is dialogue in this game about the convicts that were being sent to Australia because Australia initially began as like just a colony to send criminals to, essentially. But I can't remember what period of time that was happening to, from and to, I mean, as well.
That should do it.
Three Sheffield stonemasons found guilty of picketing. Sentenced to 4 months imprisonment under new intimidation laws.
Cut away from your
All men
area.
pleaded that
Forgive
they
me,
thought
sir. I'm a bit
themselves
slow.
within
That's
their
not my
rights.
concern.
Extreme. For Australia, you can play this game upside down. It actually can detect that you're in Australia, so it makes the screen go upside down automatically.
But don't you think, for one moment, watch it!
apologies. I meant no offense.
Doesn't have to be.
The Moonstone is said to surpass Mr. Poe and even Mrs. Radcliffe. Prince is here.
Come on.
You know it's true.
Local preacher William Booth establishes new mission at Mile End Waste. Aims to bring salvation to London's downtrodden.
Zereth, wouldn't that just be the right way up for you peeps? It could be. For if it's upside down all the time here, then it means that that's the right side up for us, which means putting the upside down to the right upside is not actually doing anything.
Thank you very much, Miss Fry. I will now be able to continue with the installation of the new line.
If there's anything else I can do to help.
Certainly. Please do come and visit. Oh, I was toying with this device and have noted down the formula for you. It's not perfect yet, but by golly, it works.
Oh, whoa! Well, maybe a little too well. Whoa!
Extreme, agreed. We're see it good now. That's it. Sarah, some silly jokes incoming. Extreme, a stink bomb? I hope it's not smelling. Clive 10 remembers students asking the teacher in elementary school why Australians do not fall off the earth.
Why don't Australians need alarm clocks? They just fall out of bed when gravity turns off. Australians don't do handstands. They're just standing normally.
Thank you, Azereth, for redeeming those as Bane impressions. It's a good thing the text gets put the right side up for me. Alright, so I need to get at that from a different angle because that dialogue, while the subtitles are on the screen for it, we can't actually hear what they're saying.
What's that shipment of cables for, then?
The Starrick Telegraph Network, didn't you know? The boss says it'll be even bigger than the Electric and International.
Oh, yeah? Well, I've heard the government want to get their grubby hands on all the telegraph companies.
I wouldn't worry about politicians. We know who really pulled the strings, don't we?
But knowledge is power.
And news is control of power.
Extreme, I had absolutely no idea what you put there. Oh no, I see now. I see now because I looked at the first word and realized that it's normally backwards in reverse. Now you can read it. Don't drop it. Yeah, I was hoping to make sure that the body stayed on the rooftop so that the enemies didn't detect it. You checked your Twitch recap, Keone, and I'm your #1 watch stream, with Arnie being your top emote used. That is awesome, Keone. Thank you so very much for that. That's great. I'm glad that you also enjoy the Arnie emote. That's really cool.
I said I was thinking about it.
Steady. Steady. Drop it. Yes, there.
Up there!
Are you sleeping?
Steady. Steady.
Thank you for the kind words, Cofferton. I'm glad that you discovered the stream and that you enjoyed the content. Thank you very much. Extreme, she has better cool sunglasses than Arnie. Oh yeah, the Tomb Raider 3 Lara Croft emote that I've got. Yeah. Don't forget, there's also Jensen's sunglasses as well.
She don't want to be seen, if you ask me.
News. Even the top knobs. Take Mr. Gladstone. Everyone knows he's a night walker, right? But what if news spreads he does more than walking and talking to your lilies and your mollies?
Alright, so one of the characters' dialogue is coming through audio wires, but the other character's dialogue isn't, and it's only in subtitles that we see what they're saying. So I need to come at this from a different angle as well.
What are you doing, miss?
Up there! You see?
We know who really pulled the strings, don't we?
But knowledge is power.
And news is control of power.
Die!
Yeah, you!
I'm ready to pull the trigger here! She's quick! You gotta overflow! I'm gonna knock your teeth in! Just...
If she's not here...
Already heard this group of enemies' dialogue, so it doesn't matter that we didn't hear it again. So if in Soviet Russia the stream discovers you, talk one at a time, please. Yeah, sometimes it can be like that when you're trying to do dialogue-focused playthroughs.
The very best of luck!
We shall meet again.
You can make
make or break any man.
What
with
game is
news.
this?
Even the top knobs.
Then how'd you work that out?
Take Mr. Gladstone. Everyone knows he's a night walker, right? But what if news spreads he does more than walking and talking to your lilies and your mollies?
Someone's gonna get quite the fright.
Ah, but dig deep enough. A man of 60 will have a whole garden full of buried bones. Keep it to yourself. But I heard Mr. Starrick say Disraeli had a secret daughter.
Come on, game, you're shitting me. The character moves to a different spot, which then makes their dialogue not heard. This time I'll go for the second group of enemies first. Zereth, was that NPC possessed by Ezio? Could have been. You never know.
I'm in trouble now.
Go!
People of London, are you tired of breaking your back?
It's those cheap cigars you smoke. Gosh, I think, yeah, dead.
You can make or break any man with news. Even the top knobs.
Take Mr. Gladstone. Everyone knows he's a night walker, right? But what if news spreads he does more than walking and talking to your lilies and your mollies?
Ah, but dig deep enough. A man of 60 will have a whole garden full of buried bones. Keep it to yourself. But I heard Mr. Starrick say Disraeli had a secret daughter.
Nah, the crafty old goat.
Mum's the word, eh, about...
Bloody hell, Jesus Christ game. It's turning a simple just listen to the dialogue into a challenge run. Oh, I see now, Zereth. They're doing that sort of nod dance. Ah, I wasn't even paying attention to that. I was focused on the subtitles on the screen and listening out for the dialogue to notice.
Feuding with a neighbour? Show 'em how you feel.
Oh, buggered.
No idea, Extreme? Not sure. Oh, very clever.
Just my luck.
Fiancé instead of Beyonce. Fiancé, yeah.
Sod it, just my luck.
You can make or break any man with news. Even the top knobs.
Then how'd you work that out?
Take Mr. Gladstone. Everyone knows he's a night walker, right? But what if news spreads he does more than walking and talking to your lilies and your mollies?
For fuck's sake, game. Jesus bloody Christ. Even with Eagle Vision active, which amplified the volume of the NPC's voice in front of Evie, the other NPC's voice still was muted. What? If I get too close to the enemies, it'll disrupt their dialogue conversation because they'll be like, "What's that?"
What are you doing up there?
Need any help?
Up ya! Come on! You can make or break any man with news, even the top knobs. Take Mr. Gladstone. Everyone knows he's a night walker, right? But what if news spreads he does more than walking and talking to your lilies and your mollies?
Can't find fault with Mr. Disraeli, though. And bold as brass he is.
Ah, but dig deep
Which
enough.
cunt is the one that's fucking talking and their voice isn't coming through, just the subtitles?
But I...
I'm not going up there.
Look no further for everyday wears.
Hey! What's your bloody driving? Hell, you
You can make or break any man with news, even the top knobs. Take Mr. Gladstone. Everyone knows he's a night walker, right? But what if news spreads he does more than walking and talking to your lilies and your mollies?
Can't find fault with Mr. Disraeli, though. And bold as brass he is.
Ah, but dig deep enough. A man of 60 will have a whole garden full of buried bones. Keep it to yourself. But I heard Mr. Starrick say Disraeli had a secret daughter.
Nah, the crafty old goat.
Mum's the word, eh, about Disraeli and Gladstone?
Count on me. I wouldn't want to spoil the surprise for the country's most illustrious men of power.
So you see, Billy boy, Parliament won't be getting in the way of our Mr. Starrick. Cunning as a weasel he is.
Finally got the dialogue. Even though the initial response from the second enemy was lower volume, at least we could hear that they were saying something. So I'll just let that count. But yeah, the problem was the second speaker was on their way walking towards the first speaker, who was actually closer to where I was. That's why their dialogue responses weren't being picked up audio-wise straight away until they got close enough to the first speaker.
Show me what you got! Make me proud, mates! Splinter! Someone get her from behind!
What's she lurking about for? You must come straight away!
What's that shipment of cables for, then?
The Starrick Telegraph Net...
Your rifles on her! You'll regret that!
Zereth, why can't bad guys in Command and Conquer dance? They only know how to nod. I see. I'm not familiar with those games, so I don't get the reference, but thank you for that. Extreme, I hope you can't drink beer in this game. You can't, no. There are beer bottles in this game that you can collect and then read up information about them, though. What did the electrician's wife say when her husband came home late from work? Why are you insulated? Thank you for redeeming that, Dr. Darling, isn't it? As an Arnie impression. Extreme, they just see a pretty woman. You notice that they have the same houses with roofs, just like in the Paris game. Yeah, that is true. Yeah, it seems like they just basically did some slight changes here and there for some of the stuff. Dr. Darling, hanging like that reminds you of Batman and Splinter Cell. Yeah. It's cool having games where you can do stealth like that. Zereth, what is it called when you get a lot of emails from Bruce Wayne? Bat spam. Very nice. Zereth, that enemy faction is Hand of Nod. Ah, okay. I see.
Penny for some starving orphans. A friend there is saving to join a food circus. Penny to open.
That's it, girl.
Ah, Miss Fry. I was just showing Jacob the first message was received via the mended lines. Oh, you can keep the rope launcher, by the way. We've managed to procure another one for your brother. Excellent work. Thank you again.
You're very welcome, Mr. Bell.
We can now defend the principle of impartial news and free speech.
Free is fair, but free and brief is far better.
Ha ha! Ah, Fry, such caustic wit.
And on that note, we must depart.
Oh, good fortune to you both. Call on me any time.
Zereth, why does Bell always sound drunk law? I don't know. Maybe he had too much to drink.
Now that we've finished with that distraction...
Who is that? Oh, you mean you don't know?
Beautiful train you got here. Miss McBean was just telling me all about her. Name's Ned.
How do you do?
I won't take up more of your time. If you want to learn a thing or two about the finest transit systems in the world, you can find me at this address.
Let us return to locating the Piece of Eden.
We need to reclaim London from Starrick. Who are my targets?
It's not time for that yet.
I didn't come to London to hunt curios.
First understand the dance, only then become the dancer.
Oh, so you're taking over where Father left off.
Someone has to.
Evie, finding the precursor artifact will give us an insight into what the Templars intend. Jacob, I have information about Starrick's associates that should be of use to you. Here,
Sequence 4. A quick and reliable remedy. A rift has opened between Jacob and Evie. He does not support Evie's quest for the Peace of Eden, and she sees Jacob's campaign to take on the Templars as reckless and sloppy. Working separately, Jacob heads to Lambeth to investigate Starrick's soothing syrup, while Evie traces the precursor artifact to the home of Master Assassin Edward Kenway. I'm reading this information now because I think this is where you can only read it, and I want to cover it now, so I've read it, but I won't be doing this story stuff in this stream. Because I'm actually wanting to end the stream half an hour ago.
This soothing syrup has become the only medicine available in Lambeth. It bears the Templar Grandmaster's name.
About time for a visit to the doctor.
I don't see that cure arriving anytime soon.
And what exactly will you be doing, might I ask?
You know very well. Tracking down the Peace of Eden.
Enjoy your studies. I'll be out killing Templars.
Nice, so there's Evie's notebook, but I'm going to read that at a later point. Before I do end the stream though, and before I do my outro stuff, I do want to read the database entries for Ned and for Alexander Graham Bell now in this stream, considering we just met them. Which is funny because, as I was saying before, Ned already turned up on the train as a character that speaks to Jacob and Evie, in spite of the fact that at that point we hadn't even triggered that cutscene yet. Hey there, Bootleg. Hope things are going well. You quite like Syndicate. Oh, that's good. It can be a fun game. There's some things here and there that I feel like let it down a little bit. But overall, though, I think it's probably the best Assassin's Creed game that Ubisoft Quebec have done yet. So if that person rings a bell, I guess you could say he phoned in that performance. You doing good, Bootleg? Just tired? I can definitely understand that, for sure. I hope you get some good sleep later. Hey, Oliver. Bye, Oliver. Yeah, I'll be ending the stream soon, but I really need to end it because I'm sort of like wanting to stop the stream. I'm going well, thanks, Bootleg. Oliver just got to the gym from your family's place. Oh, very nice, Oliver. I hope that the birthday went well. Good morning, Spectrum. Hope things are going well. Okay, time to read this stuff before I end the stream. Ned Weinert, date of birth 5th of October 1840. Although born in New York City, Ned always dreamed of traveling to London. He must have been quite a fan of rain. Not only was an escape abroad attractive to his inquisitive young mind, but the British Empire held the potential for extraordinary criminal activity. Ned Weinert, née Henrietta Netta Mary Wynne, was raised in American polite society and was expected to play the part, but longed for a life outside social constraints. Always clever, he learned how to sneak away from home while no one was watching. By day, he would play the part of the respectable little girl, but by night he was a boy and, disguised, found a home on the streets among petty thieves and darker influences. No one ever made a connection between the two personae, and Ned soon began making a name for himself as a notorious jewel thief. Once he had amassed sufficient funds, he left home for good, and utterly abandoned his old Netta identity, which seems a shame because she sounded fun. Ned quickly excelled in the criminal underworld, but struck it big only after proving his talents and being recruited by America's most famous thief, Adam Worth. Seeing Ned's obvious talent for scheming and smoozing, Worth gave him a very important mission that just so happened to mirror the young man's dream: set up a crime syndicate in the heart of the British Empire. It wasn't hard for Ned to make friends when he did reach London, and it wasn't long before his plan was underway. He made his base of operations in Southwark, specializing in theft, and assembled a group of hard-working, loyal thieves to aid his cause. There was only one obstacle remaining on his path to achieving true success: the Blighters. Luck would find Ned again, however, when in 1868, Ned stumbled upon the most beautiful train he had ever laid eyes on. The owners of the train, twin assassins Jacob and Evie Fry, agreed to take out the Blighter presents, provided Ned let them keep whatever booty they discovered on their journey across London. Alexander Graham Bell. Date of birth, 3rd of March 1847. From the day he was born in Edinburgh, Scotland, sound and communication were very important in Alexander Graham Bell's life. His father was a highly respected speech therapist and elocutionist, and at the age of 12, young Alec's mother lost her hearing. His father developed a phonetic alphabet aimed at teaching the deaf to speak, while Alec himself learned to communicate with his mother by speaking into the side of her head so she could feel the vibrations of his voice. Rebecca does something similar whenever I try to block her out. The other thing that defined Alec's life was his natural inventiveness. By the time he was a teenager, Bell had already created a system for dehusking wheat. But then I suppose we all do crazy things when we're a teenager. Plus, with the help of his brothers Melville and Edward, he developed an automaton that could speak by blowing air from a bellows while manipulating the machine's lips. The Bell boys were able to get the machine to articulate crude words like mama, and you thought ventriloquism was tough to sit through. Bell's genius was such that he was hired as a pupil teacher of elocution and music at Weston House in Scotland. His family moved to London at around the same time. Alec would join them in 1867 after Edward died of tuberculosis. While in London, Alec attended the University of London and worked for his father, providing speech therapy and teaching his father's phonetic alphabet to the deaf, and, it seems, crafting nifty gadgets for a pair of assassins. History has managed to document that creepy bloody automaton, but there's not a word about his interactions with Jacob and Evie Fry, as it should be. Anyway, Alec and his parents moved to Canada in 1870 after Melville, like his brother, succumbed to tuberculosis. Alec himself was showing symptoms of the disease, but thankfully for all of humankind, he recovered and would go on to invent, among other things, the dumb version of the smartphone. Bell passed away the 2nd of August 1922 at the age of 75. When his body was interred to the earth 2 days later, phone traffic was shut down for a minute in his honor. If people weren't crying over Bell's death, shutting down the phone lines would do the trick. Going well, thank you, Spectrum. Oliver, you should rest, old man. Syndicate can really take it out of you. Bootleg, you had 6 hours sleep this morning, and then your Cert 3 IT assessment made you tired after 2 hours. Tarkov with a friend, and then sleep for like 3-something hours. Oh, 6 hours sleep. Yeah. Yeah, I can function on 6 hours. Less so on 5, even less so on 4, hardly on 3, and forget about it on 2. Sorry about the timing of that, Mr. Gote. I actually refunded your points for the leap of fail. Thank you, Bootleg, I definitely will. We're going to go raid out to Zamaxi, who's playing Watch Dogs 2. I'd like to recommend people check out Arctic Smash, who's doing Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, Bootleg, who's doing Jurassic World Evolution 2, Inmeta, who's doing the Halo Master Chief Collection, Lucinda, who is doing Resident Evil 2 Remake and Fallout New Vegas, Mr. Gote, who's a streamer of games like Banishers, Ghost of New Eden, QuickDex, who's been doing Cyberpunk 2077, Shillerlock is doing a playthrough of GTA 5, Shaky has been doing Fallout 4, Shin the Ninja Penguin has been doing Assassin's Creed Shadows, and Vegas Glaive has been doing Killer Frequency. That's right, Dr. Darling, enemies do become suspicious, seeing a dead body. He finished Fallen Order Bootleg? Oh, very good. GG's Arctic on finishing Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. No worries at all, Arctic, for the shout out, dude. And same to you as well, and Mita, no worries for the stream and the shout out. Oh yeah, Spectrum, I'm not going to bed yet though, but I've just run out of streaming mental energy. But I will have a good evening, that's for sure. I hope you do too. Thank you everyone for watching. If you see me streaming this again, then you know it's my Sunday stream. We'll go and raid out to Zamaxi and see how he's doing with Watch Dogs 2. Bootleg, understandable. Yeah, it's one of those things where it's a very different kettle of fish, streaming, talking, and playing a video game versus just relaxing and watching someone else play a video game. Thank you, Zereth. I definitely will take care. You too, as well. No worries, Oliver, for the stream. Sorry about the timing on when I was ending it, though. See you on the other side. Zereth, raid messages? Yeah, I put them in chat. Sorry, I forgot to mention which was which. First one is for everyone, second one is for subs.